Hi, today I'm going to be doing a video on the unboxing, assembly, and general overview of the AmScope model SM-4TPZ micro stereoscope. The reason I chose this stereoscope is because it's simulfocal, which means that while you're looking through the eyepieces, you can also have a camera videoing what you're seeing. I've kind of tried to do this before with the first AmScope stereoscope I purchased, and the way you have to do that is you have to pull one of the eyepieces out, put a camera there in one of the eyepieces, so you're just looking through one eyepiece whenever you're trying to see your work. And what I use my microscope for is microsoldering. So it just doesn't work very well when you're trying to work under a stereoscope looking through one eye. It's just not very good at all. This particular stereoscope has a double arm boom stand, which allows us to slide in and out. It's got a lot of adjustment on it. It's a very nice scope. The one I purchased, I got from Amazon. It costed roughly $550. It comes with both a 0.5 and 2.0 zoom Barlow lens, and I've had this scope apart. I had it assembled, and have tried using both the lenses that I've got. The Barlow 2.0 for my purpose isn't going to work for me at all, but the Barlow 0.5 lens gives me about 8 inches of distance while working under the stereoscope, which is a really good amount of distance whenever you're trying to do microsoldering, or you're trying to do a soldering iron or something under the microscope while you've got it zoomed in. A lot of friends recommended this scope. There's several different models that AmScope has out there, so if you're looking for one that has a simulfocal capability, make sure you do some research on it. And the primary reason I'm shooting this video is because during my research I couldn't find a lot of information that I was looking for. I wasn't sure exactly which model number I wanted, and then when I did get the microscope here, there was the information that came with the scope on how to assemble it was very poor at best. Actually, I don't even think it lists this model number in the assembly guide, and it was more of a microscope, what you would use to look at cells and stuff. The assembly instructions that I got with my stereoscope, and they were not useful to me at all. So I thought I would kind of go through. I've disassembled it, put it back in the box. I want to go through what it looks like when you get it, the packaging, how it's packaged, totally unbox it, reassemble it, show you how to put it together, and then kind of do a general overview of my impressions on it so far, what I like about it, what I dislike about it, and just what I think about it. So anyway, just follow along with me, and we'll go through this thing. Alright guys, this right here is kind of what the box looks like, what you want to get your AmScope stereoscope in. It's about 24 inches by 24 inches by 24 inches. It weighs roughly 60 pounds. It is pretty heavy. Another one of the things I want to show you on the box before we go much further is this sticker right here. And if you purchase this from Amazon and you want to go to the manufacturer's website and look at their manuals, you'll need this code right here. And the bad thing about this code is when you look at the manuals online, they're not much better than what's in the box, so they're not very useful. But anyway, if you want to go to the manufacturer's website and look at the manuals, you'll need this code. So make sure you get that off your box before you throw it away. The next thing in that box, you're going to have some styrofoam, which is useless. You're going to have 2 more boxes. And inside of those boxes, you're going to have these instructions, which are useless. You're going to have 2 styrofoam packages. One of the styrofoam packages has basically all the head unit in it. The other one has the stand in it. So I'll get this camera back on the tripod and we'll go through assembly. Okay, so I got both boxes of parts here. We'll start with the base plate. The base plate weighs 26 pounds. It is pretty heavy, so be careful with that. Next, we're going to get the height adjustment guide, the bar. This will screw in. There's a little Phillips screw here in the back to secure that, keep it from coming loose. Next, there's a safety. It goes here, keep the boom from coming down too far. There's 5 different parts to the boom slide. There's also an Allen wrench that's included in the kit. There's actually an Allen wrench in both parts of both packages here. So you want to start with the back piece. And the back piece is the one that's rounded on the back. This is the back counterweight is what it is. So the longest bar will go in that. The shortest bar will go on the top. There's the Allen screw on both sides. Just screw those. Next is the actual slide. And the slide fits into the counterweight. As such, so it just slides on. And the one side's got a black bearing in it. The black bearing is going to be the bottom. And when it's on there, you can see how this is going to work. Then you got the front. What I do is put the screws on the same side that they are on the back. This one here is supposed to be set flush with the top of this. It's kind of beveled. This rod is kind of beveled, so you want to set it as flush as you can with the top of this. Make sure it's secure. Just secure all 4 screws on this slide. Okay, so now this sits on top of your height adjustment. Now you can see how this is going to work. Okay. Next we're going to put the drop down to the head on it. There's also a handle here to lock the slide into place. That locks this to keep it from moving. And on this drop down right here, there's two pieces here. And you can see how they're beveled. Both pieces are beveled, and one side is threaded and one side is not. This is the unthreaded side and this is the threaded side. So this bolt's going to have to go through the unthreaded one and go to the threaded one to tighten up. Tighten this up on this shaft is what we're trying to accomplish here. So this slides on here. I'm going to put my knob on this side, so therefore the one that's unthreaded needs to go on this side, and then the threaded one with the bevel on the inside needs to go in this side. And then you tighten that up. And that locks this down. So now the slide is complete. So this right here is not locking down like it should. I might have this knob in the wrong spot. Maybe this goes right here. Maybe that's right, yeah. So that locks that down. Alright. So that's all that's in this box. The base is complete. Next is the part that holds the actual head. Here on the bottom, so nothing comes off. This slides up, that goes back on. This is kind of a safety, keep this from falling off, and this is what locks that down. This is the actual head. Like I said, I've already opened mine. All this stuff is in plastic bags when you buy it. These are the eyepieces. They slide in. And then the lens screws on the bottom. Sets in here, there's a little lock on the side over here that locks it down. That's how this works. I don't remember. Oh yeah, this right here. This screw here actually goes on the slide up, so I have those two in the wrong spot. If you want to move the boom up and down, you can lock it here. and then you can move your safety up. And that locks this in place. And then if you want to lock your boom, you tighten this handle. This handle here, if you want to rotate the head, you can loosen this one and rotate the head. If you want to tilt the head back and forth, you can loosen this one and you can tilt the head. This moves the head up and down. This is your focus and your zoom. So I think that's pretty much everything we got. I've got one more lens here I ordered, and a second Allen wrench. This right here is where the camera goes. There's actually a adjustment Allen wrench here you can take out. That removes just the cover cap. And this is the adapter that adapts for your camera. So you can tighten that, and then you can also adjust here for your focus for your camera. This time I don't have a camera, so I'm going to leave this attachment off for the time being. The good thing about this, this thing is really adjustable. You can turn it in almost any configuration. It's really got a lot of adjustment to it. So, anyways, I'll get it set up and be back and give you guys my thoughts. A couple things I'd like to add on the stereoscope. The eyepiece shields here, when you get them, they're folded down. And it looks like that's how they're supposed to be. But actually, if you take and pull those up, they flip up and they make a shield. When I first got it, I was like, that don't make no sense. But then I see, if you pull those up, that's the way it should be. Another thing is the in and out motion for the boom stand. When you get about 3 or 4 inches out, it gets really stiff. And it's just the overall weight of the unit. I mean, it slides, but it's kind of difficult. And if you try to lift up and down on it, there's actually some slack in the head here. And what I noticed already, I've just got this unit, and I don't know if I can pick it up here or not, but there's grooves already in this. This steel is, I mean, you can hear my fingernail going through that. Those grooves are a result of the bearing, the hardened steel balls, and the bearing running on this soft steel shaft. This shaft is a very soft steel, it's not hardened steel, and so those bearings are cutting grooves in it. And it's probably went back and forth, I don't know, maybe 50 or 60 times, and there's grooves already all in this top shaft. And this bottom shaft is just for alignment. The top shaft's actually the one that's the load bearing shaft, and over a period of time that's going to get eat up pretty fast. I mean, if I've got it just yesterday, and you can hear my fingernail rubbing over that. Anyway, other than that, I really like the scope. I would recommend it. The money, you can't beat it. It's a lot better than the first scope I had for $550. I don't think that there's a better bargain out there, even though that top shaft is worrying me. And I actually read a web page on it today, and I'll post that in the link on what another user ended up doing to resolve that problem. So again, thumbs up, recommend.